Well, here we are again in Krista's backyard. Our lavenders we planted. There's another one over there. I kind of like the silvery leaves on that one. Then one of the greener varieties there. The wicker table I have yet to paint. Coming around. My lavender garden. Still haven't got out to get more rocks, but I will in time. The chickens doing the chicken thing. And over here we had the potting procession. We had the tomatoes from Costco and then a bunch of vegetables we had bought the other day that needed to be planted. So we emptied the pots we used last year and mixed it up with some of the good stuff my chickens produced from last year, and then stir it together on this pile here and repot it into the now empty pots. This is what the tomatoes look like. This is my husband's salsa garden, the beginning of it. These are the tomato plants. See them all nice and caged up. And then the bigger fence outside to keep the chickens away, because the first thing they did was try to eat the leaves. And although tomatoes are good for chickens, the leaves not so much in large amounts. They do have a toxin that can affect them if they eat enough of them. And now the pots are because we ran a palm tree business for over 12 years and we used a lot of the black pots. That's one of our palm trees right there. And when we stopped doing our business, we had all these pots and we weren't sure what to do with them. So I decided to recycle them into the garden, which is in the little greenhouse that I reclaimed from our business. And there's the chickens. Now the little greenhouse used to be full of the smaller pots, the gallon size. I have my potting shelf there. That door over there goes into the big greenhouse with the larger size plants in them, and then we have a tall greenhouse for the full size plants that we sold. But now I've converted it into my own personal greenhouse and we're just starting to refill it again. We had to refurbish the benches my husband made for me so I didn't have to get down on my hands and knees and do the garden in the dirt. We reused the pots and put them on these benches so that now I can work at a desk level almost. And then we have our waterers coming in from the wall, and each waterer can be turned off or on individually, so the ones that aren't being used are all in the off position. And then we have a variety of peppers here. These are all the hot peppers that we're going to be putting in the salsa. These are the bell peppers, green bell peppers. I have yellow sweet bell peppers here. I have poblano peppers, and they're both poblano peppers, both groups. I have an empty one here I haven't filled yet. And then this one has basil and pineapple sage. I just love the sound of it more than anything. I've yet to find something I'll put it in. And then the last one so far has the flat leaf parsley and then the spicy hot oregano. That sounded really exciting. Thought I'd give it a try. And then as you can see, we have all the waterers set up here for the next row of pots to go in that will come in on the next bench once it gets refurbished. And that's what's going on in here. And also various parts of the yard are being slowly but surely cleaned up and organized because I have 3/4 of an acre to keep, and sometimes it gets overwhelming, but I really love it here and I'm enjoying how the air is changing towards summer now. My lilacs are blooming. My whole south fence is a bunch of lilacs. I have different varieties. This one's a double, and then over here is my white. It blooms first and then on down the line, all the way down the south fence line is nothing but lilacs, all different varieties. So again, fun times here in Krista's backyard. ready for another week.